3 words. That's the entire distance between an in-joke and an industry signal. When Sha Baoliang replied to Zhang Linghe on Weibo this week, he didn't defend himself, and he didn't just laugh it off. He took Zhang Linghe's own sentence, swapped 3 words, and sent it straight back. At Rabbit News Hallyu, that's exactly the kind of detail we build a full segment around. Here's what actually happened in under 30 seconds. On July 22nd, Sha Baoliang posted that he'd basically become an obsessive fan of his own on-screen son, joking that he was hopelessly in love with the character Zhang Linghe plays, Murongqingyi. Zhang Linghe answered in character, 3 years have passed, father, and you still haven't changed one bit. Sha Baoliang lifted that exact line, changed 3 words, and replied, 3 years have passed, and you really have changed. Read fast, that's 2 actors joking around online. Read slowly, it starts to look like a script note that slipped out through a comment section instead of a press release. Why does a 3-word substitution deserve this much attention? Because in this second too much, Sha Baoliang plays Li Rongjiang, an adoptive father whose cruelty toward Zhang Linghe's character reportedly includes forcing him to eat raw meat, while the boy's own mother is shown striking him in a separate scene. The drama builds Murongqingyi almost entirely out of inherited suffering, a character defined by what 3 years under that kind of household does to a person. So when Sha Baoliang, still narrating as a joke, picks "you really have changed" over the easier punchline of "you still haven't changed," he isn't only being funny. He's tracing the emotional arc of the show without naming the plot out loud. That's worth sitting with for a second, and it isn't the only place this week where the same pattern shows up. Widen the lens past this one Weibo thread, and you'll find an almost identical mechanic running through a completely different story, the way Tian Xiwei walks. Stay with that, because the connection isn't obvious yet. Tian Xiwei has a face built for softness, big round eyes, dimples, the kind of look fan communities describe as straight off a New Year's poster. None of that prepares anyone for how she moves. Her gait has turned into its own subculture online, chin level, stride long and unhurried, a way of using her hips that fans have spent real analytical energy trying to name, describing it as power generated from the waist and core rather than the legs. She's been filmed handling brutally high heels like flat pavement, and clips of her running across red carpets, described online as carrying a gust of wind, circulate just as widely as her actual event photos. Commentary online doesn't stop at "she looked good." It goes further, into how she carries herself in the 4 or 5 unscripted seconds between photo stations, on the way from an event to a car, in loose androgynous streetwear on an ordinary commute. Here's the through line nobody's naming directly. In both cases, the thing that actually went viral wasn't the official content. It was the residue around it, an ad-libbed reply typed with no publicist sign-off, a walking style nobody choreographed. And that's the detail that should make you rethink what these 2 stories are actually about. Because strip away the specifics, different actors, different projects, different platforms, and you're looking at the same industry mechanism twice in a single week. Campaigns used to be built around trailers, posters, sit-down interviews with approved talking points. What's spreading right now is smaller and much harder to manufacture on purpose. A 3-word substitution in a comment reply. A walking style with its own compilation videos and its own nicknames. Neither one was greenlit by a marketing department, and both are outperforming content that was. That's not algorithmic luck. It's a signal about where attention actually flows in this market right now. Audiences have gotten fluent at reading subtext into things that were never built to carry subtext, and stars, deliberately or not, have started performing in that register even off the clock. Sha Baoliang didn't need a press release to reinforce his character's cruelty. A 3-word edit did more of that work than dialogue could, precisely because it looked accidental. Tian Xiwei didn't need a stylist's statement to reinforce an image of total self-possession. Her posture did it for free, in real time, with no script and no direction. There's a similar layer of intention behind Tian Xiwei's side of this, even if it shows up as physicality instead of dialogue. Online analysis of her presence keeps circling back to one idea: she never looks like she's shrinking from attention, even in outfits that would make plenty of performers visibly self-conscious. Commentary describes her holding a steady gaze and unhurried gestures regardless of how revealing or unconventional a look is, which strips away the sense of anything performed for shock value and replaces it with the read that she's simply dressing to please herself. That distinction matters more than it sounds like it should, because it's the difference between an image built for controversy and an image built on genuine self-possession, and audiences, especially the ones already primed to overinterpret small cues, tend to reward the second version far more than the first. Consider the pressure sitting underneath both of these moments. For Sha Baoliang, staying in character during a casual online exchange is a controlled risk. Play a villain too convincingly in public and part of the audience starts conflating actor with role. He took that risk anyway, and the fact that fans have already labeled the exchange one of the more graceful pieces of promotion this year suggests the bet paid off. Tian Xiwei is managing a different tension entirely, the gap between the sweet, dimpled image she was cast for early on and the version of herself that keeps surfacing in unscripted footage, taller, colder, entirely in command of whatever room she's standing in. Neither of these looks like coincidence. Both look like performers who understand exactly what's being watched, even when there's no official camera rolling. There's also history behind this specific pairing that makes the three-word swap land harder than it would from strangers. This isn't the first time Zhang Linghe and Sha Baoliang have used humor to diffuse a heavy on-screen dynamic. During an earlier live stream, Zhang Linghe joked that he had a speaker hidden in his robe, wired directly into Sha Baoliang's microphone, a bit that only works because both of them have already built a rhythm of staying inside their characters to make a joke land. Sha Baoliang played along without breaking it, the special performance was ready, and his microphone was always on standby. None of that interaction referenced the actors' real lives, real relationships, or anything off the show. It stayed entirely inside the fiction, which is precisely why fan communities have started calling their online back and forth a textbook case of gentle, character-safe promotion rather than something that blurs the line between performer and person. And this is where the curiosity gap most coverage misses completely. The biggest clue in either story was never in the posed material. Not the award stage portraits from something like the Tencent Video All-Star Awards, not the drama's official stills. It was in the unscripted seconds surrounding them, a comment typed without approval, the 10 steps between a step and repeat and a waiting car, the run across a carpet that nobody scripted but everybody clipped. Pull the lens back one more time, and two unrelated pieces of celebrity trivia start to look like the same industry story wearing different faces. Coverage of Chinese entertainment has spent years treating official interviews and studio statements as the primary text, and everything else as background noise. What's happening with Zhang Linghe, Sha Baoliang, and Tian Xiwei this month suggests that hierarchy might be quietly flipping. The noise is becoming the primary text. The scripted moment is turning into the footnote. That has real consequences for how agencies plan the next year of promotion. If a three-word ad-lib generates more conversation than an official trailer drop, and unscripted red carpet footage circulates further than a full magazine cover story, then the actual unit of virality in this market isn't the campaign anymore, it's the unguarded moment the campaign happened to allow. Some studios will try to manufacture that on purpose. Audiences, who are getting increasingly good at spotting manufactured spontaneity, will likely be able to tell the difference. Right now, the performers who don't need to fake it are the ones benefiting most, because what's actually spreading isn't the polish. It's the accident that reads like it wasn't one. None of this confirms intent. There's no way to verify whether Sha Baoliang chose those three specific words with the show's plot consciously in mind, or whether Tian Xiwei is even aware of how closely her walk is being studied frame by frame online. What can be said is that the pattern is consistent enough, across two entirely separate stories breaking in the same week, to be worth naming, and that the fan conversation around both of them has already moved past cute exchange and impressive walk into something closer to a working theory about where entertainment promotion is actually headed next. Read either story on its own, and it's a nice, small moment. Read them together, and they point at the same quiet shift. The smallest details are doing the heaviest lifting right now, and the artists who understand that, whether by instinct or by design, are the ones setting the pace for everyone else in the industry to follow. If you're the kind of viewer who notices the detail everyone else scrolls past, the three words that got swapped, the 4 unscripted seconds nobody else is talking about, Rabbit News Hallyu is built exactly for that. Subscribe if you want the analysis, not just the headline.